I'm here with Mark from Xcel Energy, and Mark, tell me a little bit about how Xcel happens to be one of the top utility providers for renewable energy in the U.S.
It really has as much to do as anything with the fact that we're from Colorado, and back in November of 2004, our residents, the citizens of the state of Colorado, were one of the first to pass a renewable energy standard that required us to have a certain amount of our energy produced from renewable resources. And of course, over a couple legislative sessions since, that standard has increased to where now Xcel Energy has to get about 30% of all its electricity sales in any given year from wind, solar, and other things that may qualify as renewable. And of course, for Xcel Energy, in our minds, what that meant is we really needed to start moving quickly. Back in the day when that amendment first passed, there were federal tax credits that allowed those who developed wind farms to get a good break in putting them in and make it a good economic model for them. So we built a lot of our wind early. For about the last 7 years now, we've been the #1 utility provider. That includes other states, but here in Colorado, we have close to 2,200 megawatts of renewable energy, which on our total system, just on a straight megawatt, is almost like we're getting close to what is the standard now of 30% of our sales by 2020. So it has really been driven by our customers and what they want, and our desire to get out really ahead of the program and get those facilities in as quickly as we could.
Now, speaking of your customers, especially here in Summit County, what might they be able to do to actually tap into some of that renewable energy themselves?
They tap into it now just by virtue of being one of our customers, but one of the cool things that's coming this summer is Clean Energy Collective. It's a company that builds what we call solar farms. Is going to be building a couple facilities, 500 kilowatt hours each. A typical home might use anywhere from, say, 2 to 6 kilowatt hours, 2 kilowatts an hour, maybe a little larger with some of the homes in this area. But what that allows you to do is, if you happen to be in a place, a lot of our customers have been on our Solar Rewards program and have joined it, but if you happen to be in a place where you're renting, or perhaps you're against a side of a mountain or another building or something where you don't get a lot of good access to sunlight over a long period of time, you can get together with this Clean Energy Collective and do what we call a solar garden. It allows you to basically get whatever amount of your electricity you want from solar power. And so it's a really great program. It really helps us fit a niche for those customers who couldn't take advantage of our solar programs in previous years. Those two solar farms should be in hopefully within by the end of the summer, and they'll be much more prevalent in this area at Clean Energy Collective in the next couple of months.
That's pretty exciting news. And so for the consumers up here, how would they go about getting that taken care of for themselves?
Really, what Xcel Energy does is we have the customers up here, so we will work with Clean Energy Collective. The customer will basically work with Clean Energy Collective to determine how much solar power they want to reserve on this solar farm. And if you're a home, for example, that might uses 5 kilowatts, you'll get 5 of that 500 or 1,000 total kilowatt from those farms. You'll become one of several customers who will just basically reserve space and work with Clean Energy Collective. And then obviously you're still our customer of Xcel Energy, but you will have the ability to say, my power has come from the sun.
Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of different things that we could talk about. I mean, just some of the standards that you guys adhere to and some of these great options when it comes to energy and being more green. How would people find out more information about you guys?
Great way to find out about Xcel Energy is to go to www.xcelenergy.com. And there is a wealth of information on there. If you Google search us, you're going to find, even if you want to get a little more specific, you can Google or Yahoo search us and just say Xcel Energy and solar power, or Xcel Energy and wind power. But xcelenergy.com, been there, has a lot of great information on renewables, on our rates, on anything you may need to know about the company.
All right, you guys. Mark, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.